know you said it before, you've got all you wanted and more. That doesn't make me happy, 'cause I'm bleeding out on the floor. Am I just wasting your time? Sleepless through all the nights. If I could just have a moment to get this off my chest. Shut your eyes for a minute or two. Tell me if you could help me out tonight. Help me see how could I love you. I love you much that you could help me. Oh, I feel so very high. And when I see you, I can't stop it. No.
Good morning. So the weather is becoming nicer again. So I am putting morning walks back on my schedule, trying to make sure to consistently do those now that the weather is becoming nice again. But it feels so good. It's a little bit cool and it just feels so good out here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my nails done. So we started out with getting our steps in. I signed up for my pickleball league, so that's good because that secures me a spot, like a regular spot that I can know that every week I have practice and I can practice pickleball. So I got that done. I started on a little bit of work, but I still have a little bit more that I want to do today. And now we are getting our nails done. And then we'll go from there. I have a caviation treatment later on today as well. I'm kind of hungry, so hopefully somewhere in there we'll fit in some food. And yeah, let's go. Hi guys. I decided to go for my real estate license, and so I'm in Texas. That requires getting a number of hours in the form of classes. The route that I took in-person classes, to be honest, because y'all, it's boring to me. I tried doing this a few years ago and I stopped in the middle, and I don't ever stop in the middle of doing anything. But it was just so boring, and I had done it, so I had tried doing it like self-study from home. And I was too busy. I was still in school for I think my graduate degree. Yeah, my graduate degree. I was working at that time before my business and everything else. And it was just boring. I could not even motivate myself to finish it. But it was really helpful this time around because whenever I decided to go ahead and get it done this time around, a lot of those concepts surprisingly weren't new to me because I had already started it all the way back then during self-study. I just didn't finish. So this time around, I decided to go with in-person classes because I was like, in-person classes is something I have a lot of experience with, and I'm able to do that way better than doing it at home with something that bores me to death, literally. So if it bores me so much, why did I decide to do it? Well, I want to be able to, there's a few reasons why. I feel like it's always nice to have options. That's the first. And the second is I already have some properties, and I've always felt like it would be nice to be able to pay myself back as opposed to paying some other agent every time I get property or every time I buy property or land. So honestly, I would say that was my primary motivation for doing it, along with it's always, I mean, the more options, the better I feel like. So, you know, I decided to go and get my real estate license, even though I don't really feel like real estate agents are very useful from my experience. They don't really do much of anything. So, from my experience, I mean, that's just from my experience, but that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna get it if I feel like I can use it to my benefit, I guess. But yeah, from my experience in general, real estate agents aren't that useful. But if it can bring in a little bit of money during the year, like side income, and then I mean, I mostly intend on using it for myself. And then building that, you know, so in the future that could open up way more options when I'm older and maybe I don't feel like, I don't know, working that hard or something, who knows, you know? So I decided to go for it. So you guys are coming with me on that journey. So let's get it started. Okay, so I am in class. This is actually my 4th class. There are 6 classes that we have to take in total, and I'm actually running a little bit late, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and head in and hope that we can get a good seat, because it actually starts around 8:30. It's definitely about 15-20 minutes past that.
We're both sharing our age. It was kind of fun to play with those. Had an interesting texture with it. So on page 73, there's no highlights, but that's that environmental site assessment that I was talking about. When I was a kid, they still had them.